with the installation of our Wi-Fi last year, we can now use that courtyard for therapy, for tutors and students to meet out there in the summer when the weather is nice, because with the Wi-Fi we can now access our files and that sort of thing, the internet.
So those few days in Pittsburgh that we get nice weather,
right.
You take it outside.
That's exactly right.
Right. Enjoy the weather and kind of more relaxed learning environment than being in a classroom.
Exactly. I mean, if you're a third or fourth grader who's struggling in school, chances are you're not happy about having to then after school come and do more learning activities. So the kid friendlier, is that a word? The more kid friendly
we'll make it today.
We can make it, the better it is. One of the big things at Laughlin is that if you send your son or daughter to us for a school year, he or she's going to meet with the same tutor the entire time. Every time they come for tutoring, it's the same person. And we do that intentionally. It's so that the child can begin to build up a relationship with that person.
A little bit more trust in them and
exactly.
comfortable with them.
Exactly. So having the courtyard, for example, just one more way to help that child sort of enjoy the process of coming to Laughlin rather than dreading it.
And the child's not sitting there in a classroom looking at another teacher. They're more outside now. They're more, almost as if they're just talking to a friend. And
it's more of that kind of a relationship.
About what they're there for and kind of relax and have fun with it.
Exactly.
No, it's very nice to hear. Speaking about the summer months, most of the stuff happens, after school. They go through school and then they come in the evening. But it's not just through the school year. You guys have to offer programs through the summer and everything like that too.
Yes, we do. And it's nice in the summertime, since kids are off, we can do more things during those daytime hours.
Right.
We have a variety of tutoring programs that happen through the summer. There's something called the Summer Slide, where kids, if they're not engaged academically, can start to lose some of the skills that they picked up during the school year. So that September, October, November, they're really playing catch-up rather than learning new things. So for those sorts of kids, or kids who just want to stay sharp over the summer, or for kids who are already really doing well but want to sort of get ahead for the school year, we have a variety of tutoring opportunities for them. Our speech services and our psychological services continue year-round.
Okay.
But some of the special things that we offer, we have day camps for preschool kids that are based around themes. Last year, I'm trying to think what some of the themes were. I know that we did animals and scientific studies. They've had lessons on artists, which is really cool. So we have a couple of those. The new one this year that I'm really excited about is called the Chatterbug Club.
Okay.
And it's a joint offering. Our speech therapy staff and our psychological department are teaming up to have a week-long experience for 4-, 5-, and 6-year-olds who are shy.
Okay.
So it focuses not only on socialization but also communication, and they're going to use making and eating lunch as kind of the framework for this. So if you have a 4-year-old who's really shy and not very good in a group, by having them do activities related to sort of putting this lunch together and then sitting down and eating with the other kids in the class, we're really excited about it. So
food's always been that nice little, common ground with people.
Exactly. Yeah, food makes a big difference.
Food. So
makes a big difference.
And we were talking in the summertime, because it's not in school, like you mentioned. It's nice to have kids. Sometimes last day of school and the brain just shuts down, and what you worked all year for, all school year long, kind of like stops, and but you have that summer programs to kind of keep the learning going.
That's right.
Keep the kids going upwards, and they don't have that drop off. And when the school starts back up in the fall, they're like you said, some kids want to be ahead of that curve and able to continue. But
absolutely,
during the summertime, it's a little bit more relaxed. Not like you said, a lot of activities, a lot more outside activities, a little bit more fun in the summertime, not as like school.
Still, everything is academic or educationally based, but it can be a little bit more relaxed in the summer. One of the things we do that I think is neat is in mid to late August, right before school goes back, we'll do a stretch of 5 days of tutoring where the kids come every day that week. And it sort of jump starts them back into that schedule of having to get up and go to a classroom every day. Now granted, they're only staying for an hour or so with us, but at least it gets them back in that
Get the
routine.
mind going again and get
Yeah.
back used to waking up early and starting school like everyone, all kids like to
Yeah.
do, end of the summer,
Right.
and all that. So, you mentioned the Chatterbug, one of the new programs this summer. Is there any other new programs or stuff that you guys have in the works that you're excited to tell us about?
Some of the other small groups that we run, we do SAT prep. This year we're having a session on writing the right essay for college applications. As we know, college has
Right.
gotten more and more competitive, so those kids who maybe feel like they're not the best writer can come and take this one-week class on how to write a really good essay for their college applications. We do study skills and organizational skills, which is really important for a lot of kids.
Right.
I mean, we all know those kids who are bright and just stumble when it comes time to take a test, for example.
Right.
A lot of that has to do with organizational skills, not really learning process. But we have some pre-reading small groups run by some of our speech language pathologists that are really good. I encourage anybody to like us on Facebook or go to our website. We have a whole flyer full of summer opportunities for kids, as you said, from 2 all the way up to 18.
Right, so you get everyone from 2, the kids, studying abilities, getting introduced to, talking, the social environment, all the way up to the 18-year-olds who are now preparing, to go to college.
Absolutely.
And you help them with their SAT, studying, the essay writing, stuff that, really, when I went to school, you kind of get a very little bit, but, it's always nice, SAT, college application, something that you aren't too familiar with, but
Well,
you
and
guys
it's nice
offer-
to do it in the summer when you don't have other homework
Right.
or football practice or band practice or that sort of thing. You can take a week-long SAT prep and really focus on it.
Right.
Brian, the other thing that I should mention is for those kids who need to do what we used to call in my generation summer school. If you didn't pass a course and need it to advance on, we offer credit recovery.
Okay.
The great thing about coming to us is since it's one-on-one, most school districts will take half the number of hours that it would require to take a class if they were in a small group setting.
So you can get your summer school done a little bit quicker.
Exactly.
And at the same time, a little bit more, instead of being in a classroom setting,
Right.
your student, your kid could get
One-on-one.
one-on-one, a lot more help
Right.
with that and move on.
Where it really is important is if a student needs 2 or more classes.
Mm-hmm.
It would be pretty tough to have any sort of summer and try to take 3 summer school classes in a traditional setting.
Right, that's doing
But you
analysis.
can come to us and 30 hours of face-to-face
Mm-hmm.
and then 30 hours of homework. So it's
And still have a summer to
Exactly.
enjoy as well.
exactly.
Right. So, Doug, a lot of great information about the Laughlin
Oh, thank you.
Children's Center today. A lot of opportunities that you guys offer. For those of you just learning about the Laughlin Children's Center for the first time, make sure the website, like I said, laughlincenter.org. You mentioned you guys have a Facebook page as well.
We do?
A lot more information is on those that you can go on and get.
That's right.
A lot of, you might think, sometimes you think of learning centers as, learning, help with the math, but you guys offer a lot more than just that.
And that's what makes it unique, the way those 3 departments can really work together. I can't tell you how many students come to us for services in one of those areas, academic, speech, or psychology, and end up in 2 or sometimes even 3 of our different programs.
Right. Sometimes it's just getting your foot in the door and kind of then realizing what what's going to help you.
Absolutely.
Like you said, it's not just kids, but you can, help with family psychology as well if that is needed.
That's right.
So,
That's right.
certified teachers, one-on-one setting, it just sounds like a great thing for kids to go and, help them succeed, as they go through school and then into college.
And I think the fact that we're a community-based nonprofit lets parents understand that why we're in business is to help their kids,
Right.
not to turn a profit.
No.
The
kids
bottom
are-
line really isn't the important part for us.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, whether you come to us and you're having financial aid or whether you're coming to us and paying full price, we're underwriting a portion of what it costs to provide that service.
Number one goal is, and number one key is the kids.
Yep, absolutely.
Nice to hear. So, again, contact you directly, email.
Absolutely. Email is fine. Call the center. If you go on our website, there's a contact us link. Any of those, we're happy to take any.
Just make that first phone call. You guys are more than more than helpful to help guide people and the families in the right direction that they need.
That's right.
And get the information that they need to, send their kid, certified teachers, like I said. Again, phone number 412-741-4087. Your email, they can get a hold of you directly.
Yep, is d.florey, Florey, at laughlincenter.org.
Okay. Well, Doug, I'd like to, thank you today for coming along.
Well, it's my pleasure, Brian.
And, hopefully this is year 4, maybe 5th year, and come out and, do the same thing, and maybe we'll have a, more renovations in your building next time.
We'll see. I don't know about that.
Maybe we can figure out.
I used to have a full head of hair, and it was dark brown.
Maybe next project you guys can undertake is finding another way to get the people on this side of the river an easier transportation over
Yeah,
to
we
you
need a
guys.
helipad, right?
Yeah, a little helipad, fly them in.
That's right.
But Doug, it's been an honor here.
Oh, Brian, my pleasure.
No problem. And thank you guys for watching as we talked here with Doug Florey from the Laughlin Children's Center.